A girl was live streaming alone in the deep mountain wilderness when suddenly, men's laughter echoed from outside her tent. She instantly sensed danger and yanked the tent's zipper shut, but the next second, a knife sliced right through the fabric. A masked thug burst inside. Soon, a group of masked men surrounded her while someone else filmed the whole thing. These men wanted to torture the girl as entertainment, record it, and sell the footage for profit. The girl immediately kicked one of the men in the groin and pulled out her pepper spray. While everyone was temporarily blinded by the spray, she grabbed her bag and made a run for it. But the criminals weren't rattled at all. In fact, they were thrilled. Now they wanted to play a deadly game of cat and mouse with her in the forest. What they didn't know was that the girl was actually a special forces soldier. She wasn't here to live stream at all. She was here to avenge her dead sister. Her sister had been a popular online streamer who was tortured to death by these very same animals. Now she was going to make them pay in blood. From the moment the criminals stepped into the forest, the roles of hunter and prey had already been reversed. She ran deep into the forest, quickly stripped off her outer clothes, and changed into combat gear. In an instant, she transformed from a helpless girl into a cold-blooded killer. Soon, the first prey appeared. The girl deliberately stepped on some leaves to make noise, and just as the thug was looking around in alarm, he felt a sharp pain in his foot. A sharpened wooden stake pierced straight through his body. The girl slowly walked over and delivered a swift, fatal blow. The first target was dead in seconds. The second criminal, carrying a camera, heard his partner's screams and rushed over, not knowing that death had already crept up behind him. A rope tightened around his neck and he was tied to a tree, unable to move. Then she pulled out a knife and paid him back double for every injury her sister had suffered. The third thug followed the sounds to the lake, and while he was searching around, the girl appeared directly behind him and slashed his Achilles tendon. The criminal lost his balance and fell into the lake, but the girl jumped right in after him. Only when the lake water turned red did she finally stop. At that moment, the chubby guy had just spotted the girl when another criminal saw this scene and was so terrified he turned and ran. Soon the girl appeared on the path, blocking his escape route. The man desperately screamed for help, but it was too late. By the time the crime boss arrived with his girlfriend, this henchman was already dead. Only then did the boss really realize what the girl was capable of. But instead of leaving, he found it even more exciting. He decided to mount a final counterattack with his girlfriend and remaining henchmen. Suddenly, a cell phone started ringing nearby. Before they could react, they heard his girlfriend's voice from behind them.